Hi, my name is Rhiannon, and I'll be doing my vodcast on the book that I chose, Note to Self, by Connor Franta. This book is an autobiography and a biography based on himself. The themes of this book is based on love, betrayal, struggle, and everyday events. I chose this book as it is one of my favourite books as I connect through the photos, the poetry, and the lessons that he's learnt. The language techniques used in this book are poetry through quotations and through his diary entries, which are spoken through a journal's perspective, written as notes to himself in past and future events. The description of this book is very easy to come by and very easy to handle. In this book, it shows what goes on through his life and his story. This book is about a boy who grows up and feels that he's always been odd, like he's always been the odd one out, just to find in the future years that he is of a different sexuality, which in his case is being gay. When he feels like he should come out as being gay to his sexuality, he gets very anxious about telling people, and he keeps to himself a lot. And through this, when he finally is opened, he feels more accepted. And then it goes on and tells us about his struggle with his mental health through his anxiety, through his depression, and how he got through it and how it's helped him become the person he is today. Then we start to hear about his struggles with opening up and being opened to love a guy more than loving a girl. So he tells us that he has had previous relationships with girls but never actually felt the love necessarily. So he felt the love from the girl's perspective, but he never actually knew how to love someone. So when it came to him dating somebody, he was very self-conscious about, am I doing this right? What actually is love and how long will it last? And then it goes on and tells us about his first relationship with an openly gay guy. When he starts dating somebody and then he has everything at his feet. He thought that life was going great until one day it just stopped. And he describes this as his heart was ripped out of his chest, shredded, stomped on, and just torn apart. And this goes on to tell us more about how he overcame this, how he realized the positive out of this, and how not everything in life is so perfect. And then throughout the book, we have little snippets of poetry and poems. When you first open up the book, the first quotation or poem that you have is, They say the truth will set you free, but what they forget to mention is what happens when the truth is something you don't really want to hear. And I feel as this was a great starting quotation because it is actually relevant to life, as it tells us that, yeah, it's good to tell the truth, and people want to hear the truth, but be careful with how you say it. And he gives a lot of other intel on his life and how he has gone through different scenarios and how he overcame them. And these books help us to understand ways to cope with different things and how to know that we're not alone and that other people go through similar things to us. And although not everybody is the same, not everybody's life is perfect. He also gives young readers help and reassurance about how they are feeling about themselves and on life and other people, and he helps show them that there is always another way, and just because life takes you on a different path doesn't mean there's not going to be a happy ending. So that is my vodcast on my book. I hope you enjoyed.